everybody. Okay, today I am doing a little demo about how to gauge your bead pickup and just how to practice. I'm using Glitterbell's monomer with my Neo Nails cover pink in, I think it's warm natural beige. So I'm doing this basically to help out a few people who have mentioned bead consistency and being able to kind of control and know what kind of size bead you're going to pick up. Okay, so I'm using my Glitter Fairy size 10 round brush as always. I've got this lovely pink kitchen roller. My husband bought pink kitchen roll home. Isn't he creative? So what I'm doing is just burping the brush and giving it a clean, making sure it's all ready. And then the first bead I'm going to pick up is going to be a smaller bead. So I'm going to soak my brush, go right to the tip and press and watch the liquid come out. Then I'm going to drag it, and in my head I count to 3. Okay, and that's the bead I get. And then I'll place that down on the tissue paper. And what I'll do is I'll do 3 in a row so you can see that they're relatively consistent. Always clean your brush off. Go in again. Push against the side, quite far down to the tip. Drag for 3. Just let that polymerize again. There you go. Clean off the brush, go back in, do the same thing again. So you're going quite far down the tip and you're pushing, watching that liquid come out and then dragging for 3. And again, you should have roughly the same size bead. So then let's go for a slightly bigger bead. So we're going to soak the brush and we're going to go about halfway up and just tap on the side, drag for 3. And you'll see we come out with quite a bit bigger bead. We'll lay that down. And we'll do that again. Soak the brush. Through the middle, just tap against the side. Drag for 3, or you can pat it 3 times. When I'm working with bigger beads, I often pat instead of drag, because if you drag, it kind of envelopes back over the brush and it gets a bit messy. So I'm just making sure my brush is clean again. Back in, into the middle of the brush. And then drag for 3. Tap off any powder if there's a little bit too much. And there you go. So you can see it's relatively consistent there, and you can see the difference in size. Should we go for a whopper? Okay, we're going to go for a really big bead. You literally just tap the side so your brush feels really wet. And this is where you'll see the acrylic does kind of envelope back over. You've got quite a big fat bead there. We'll do that again. Literally just touch the side of that. Tap and dish. Drag for 3, and you're going to pick up a lot more product. You do this a few times and you will really notice a difference in your bead consistency, and just it'll click. I promise you it will click. Do this the reason I used my Neo powder is because it's the one I've used most consistently and for the longest amount of time, and I use my Glitterbell's monomer because it works with any acrylic powder. Right, now I'm going to show you a really small bead, so I'm really taking the liquid out and just popping the tip of the brush in and dragging for 3. So that's got me a nice small bead. It's kind of like especially useful when you're starting a new system as well, just to get a feel for it. And then you're going to know ahead of time when you're working on a client and you're under a situation where you might feel under pressure if you're quite new to nails. You're going to be like, it's all right, I've got this. I've got my bead ratio down. I know what I'm doing. So an exercise like this, I love doing stuff like this. It just always keeps me in tune. Now I'm going to go for a whopper. Okay, so I've literally, and I'm patting the brush rather than dragging because I'm literally keeping all the liquid on my brush. Yes, there is some powder there, but I'll just tap it. It should, yeah, there you go. I forgot the word. I know what I meant. So literally soaking that brush, just tapping it. In fact, I went back and tapped it because there was this little ball of liquid at the end. Really going in for a big fat bead. I mean, they were whoppers. I wouldn't work with a bead that big. I don't like big beads. I've said it before. They freak me out. Just tap, literally. You barely lose any liquid off of that brush. And there you go. See? Clean your brush off. Don't forget to keep it clean. And it's quite obvious that just with a little bit of thinking about what you're doing, you can get a real diverse array of bead sizes. I can't get my words out today, I'm really sorry. I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope it was helpful. If you want anything else, let me know. I've got a couple more coming up. And yeah, and if you want to see where I did these nails, I'll link it down below. Bye!